Hi Year 3, welcome to your maths video for Wednesday the 25th of November. I've got the Year 2 booklet here today, and what we're going to be doing in maths is completing pages 6 and 7 for our maths home learning today. Okay, so we are going to be adding. Now we know that when we add, the number gets bigger, so we're going to be counting up or counting forwards to find our answers. Now the first set of questions I think you'll find pretty easy. I'll do one with you, but then I'll leave the rest to you because I think you'll fly through them. So if we look at A, it says 9 add 8 equals. Okay, so we're going to put the biggest number in our head, which is 9. Okay, so I'm going to put 9 in my head and I'm going to get 8 fingers. So I've already got 9, so I'm going to count forwards or count on. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So your first answer should be 17. The next question is 7 add 6. So 7 would go in your head, you'd count 6 more. And the third question is 4 add 15. Now this time you've got your smaller number first. But remember, we put the bigger number in our head and the smaller number is how many fingers we get. So we'd put 15 in our head and count on 4 more. Okay, question 2 says, what should you add to each number to make 20? Now, you've got the number 4. I'm going to choose a different number though. I'm not going to give you all the answers today. So I'm going to choose the number 6. So it's asking me what I need to add to that number to make 20. So it's how many jumps it'd be from 6 to 20. Well, I know I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It'd be 4 jumps to 10. And I know I've got a big jump there from 10 to 20. The jump of 10. Okay, so I know it'd be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, if you don't want to do it my way, if you find that way a bit confusing, you can use your fingers. You might need a little bit more than 10. Okay, but you can keep going on them. Or you could maybe draw counters. So you could start with 6, and then you could draw your counters. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that would show you how many you need to add to 6 to get to 20. Okay. The next set of questions then. It says fill in the missing numbers. So you've got 20 add something equals 100. Now I think you might know that already, but let's count in tens from 20. Okay, so we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I've counted in tens 8 times. Now I know that 8 tens would be 80. So my missing number would be 80. If I already had 30, you could perhaps draw some sticks of 10. So 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So it'd be 30 add 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So 30 add 70 equals 100. Okay, moving on then to your bottom question on page 6. Now it says use 2 of these numbers to make the sum correct. So you've got 2 blank boxes. So it's something add something equals 18. So you've got to choose 2 numbers and you've got to add them together and find which 2 make 18. Now straight away, I know 8 and 2 is 10. We know our number bonds, so we know it can't be those. Okay, so I'd perhaps use trial and error, and that means choosing 2 different numbers, seeing if it works. So let me choose 11 and 8. So if I've got 11 add 8, I know I've got 8 fingers, 11 already, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, that's too many, it can't be that. So I choose 2 different numbers until I find the answer. Okay, on to the next page then, page 7. Now on this page, we're going to use a method called partitioning to add. Now partitioning just means splitting up your number into tens and ones, and that often makes it much easier to add numbers together. So your first question says 13 add 40. Okay, so what we are going to do is you're going to partition the number 13. So you're going to split that number up. So we know that 13 is made up of 1 10 and 3 ones. Okay, we don't need to partition the number 40 because it's a multiple of 10. It ends in a 0, so we don't need to split that up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add the 40 and the 10 together. So we're going to add the 10s together. So 40 add 10 is 50. And we've got 50. And all we need to do now is add the 3. So 50 add 3 is 53. Okay, so you can split your number, you can partition it into tens and ones, so it's easier to add the numbers together. Okay, looking on to question 2, you have to partition 2 lots of numbers. So if I've got the number sentence 35 add 24, okay, what I would do is I would partition, I would split up each number. So 30 and 5, it would be 30 and 5 for 35, and 20 and 4 for 24. Now I'd start off by adding my tens. So I would do 30 add 20. Okay, so I'm going to start with the biggest number, 30. And I'm going to add my 2 tens, so 30, 40, 50. Okay, so that would equal 50. I'm then going to add my ones digits. So I've got 5, add 4. Now 5 add 4, we know is 9. Okay, so to find the answer all together, you would add up the 2 answers. So I would do 50, add 9. Okay, now we've got a 0 in our ones column there. So I know that 50 add 9 is 59. Okay, I know my set have been practicing that, adding 2 numbers together. So 40 add 5 is 45. 30 add 7 is 37, and so on. If you struggle today using the partitioning method, don't worry. Have a go at column instead. We've been doing that in school, so you should know, and I'm sure your adult could help you. Otherwise, another way to add the numbers would be to draw the tens and ones and count them all up together. I'm sure you'll do great. If you do struggle, please email us and we'll be in touch. And when you finish, send us a lovely photo of your work. We can't wait to see what you've been getting up to. I'm sure you'll do great. See you tomorrow.